Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Gemini for the week of August 11th. And at this time, I would like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed, and for sharing with others. And of course, for all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched. And the lovely comments. Thank you so much for doing all of that for me. It truly is appreciated, and I do thank you. Right. Oop. And starting out with the Five of Pentacles. So watching your finances. Knowing that you need to tighten in the purse strings a little bit this week. Maybe there's been a little bit of financial loss. Maybe you overspent a little bit. And you're a little more worried about it than probably you need to be. But you're still thinking about it. That you have a number in your mind that you don't want to go below. Maybe you've had financial loss in your past and you don't want to ever feel that again. So a certain amount in your bank account makes you feel secure. And maybe you've just, an unexpected bills come up. Maybe you've spent some extra money and you're wondering how you're going to gain it back. But you will, because it's just a minor short-term expense. Two of Swords, making a decision this week. Sitting on the fence about something that you have been really worrying about. It's been a difficult decision, a different road for you. You're weighing up the options before you make your next move. You're at a deadlock right now. You're trying to make a decision whether you should go or should you stay. Is this the right thing for you? Will it come at a cost? All those scenarios, and you're really not quite sure what you want to do yet. So you're not really doing anything. You're just sort of sitting there seeing what happens, hoping for the best. And the Five of Rods. So definitely there have been some difficulties, different disagreements. There's been conflict, disagreement, tensions for sure. And that may have all come about because of that extra money that you had, paid out. And now you're a little more stressed about it than you thought you were. So it's causing conflict within more harmonious circumstances. And the Star card, yeah, it's okay. That's the universe telling you it's okay. There's hope, there's calm, there's faith going here, there's renewal. And this is the universe telling you this is a good omen. You're doing the right things. You did the right thing for the right reason. So try to, breathe a little bit. This is going to help you calm the waters for yourself, mentally as well as physically. And you're coming into it more fulfilled. So you're starting to relax. Again, not so much tension within yourself this week. You're learning to try to accept things for what they are rather than stressing and worrying about what hasn't even showed up yet. And the Two of Rods, yeah. Well, you got the whole world in your hands there. You're making plans and progressing forward quite nicely. You're making some decisions and discovering new things as you do make these decisions going forward. Some of them for use are travel plans. It doesn't have to be of great distance. It could be just travel plans going forward. Some of you are leaving a home where you have been for a very long time and quite comfortable at, but you're realizing that you need more. You're going forward. So you are definitely stepping out to a new way of looking at the universe. Some of you are making investments overseas or planning to travel overseas. But you are definitely moving forward in your life. So you got the whole world, all the opportunities are right in front of you, regardless of your age. You just got to make a decision and step into it. And the Tower card, yeah. Something's definitely showed you its true colors. What's really happening around you. You know, this is a sudden insight and a realization, you know, which is going to change a lot of things in your life. This is, you know, a sudden change, an upheaval, an awakening, if you want to call it that. But you're starting to realize what you need to release from your life and begin again. It doesn't matter age. Stop thinking that way. It's just sometimes you need to let go of things in order to start better things. And that's what you're doing here. You can already see what's coming. So you're already now changing yourself, changing your surroundings, because you want to be more assured of your future. So you're taking care of business first. And the Three of Rods. So definitely overseeing, looking out to the future, looking overseas in some cases. You're progressing forward on a nice pace. You're feeling more assured of yourself, perhaps even looking overseas for new opportunities. You can work from home. You know, you don't have to actually leave your country, and you can work for a different company in another part of the world. But you are definitely putting your feelers out there. Not all your things in one basket. You're looking out into the future now. Really moving forward, more forward thinking on your behalf than probably you've had in a long time. Realizing that if things are going to change in your life, they're going to change because it's what you choose. And the Seven of Swords. Yeah, moving away. Starting again. You know, there's been betrayal. People getting away with things. You know, something requires action from you. You've tackled the problems. You've seen who's doing what, where, and how. You've admitted it to yourself. And you're understanding that nobody gets to push you around. Nobody gets to force you into a corner to do what their bidding is. No, this is your chance to step out into your comfort zone, away from all this negative thinking, people around you, and move into a more calmer lifestyle for yourself. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you're really moving forward. You're in balance, believe it or not. You know, you've been multitasking for a very long time. You have the ability, absolute, to balance out decisions. And that's what you're doing. You're finally admitting to yourself where you're at in the state of life that you're in right now and what you want to change. No longer just holding yourself back. You want more calm in your life going forward in every dimension. And you're willing to change to make it happen. And that is a huge step for you. Whether it's moving, getting a new job, moving to a new home, all of the above. But you are definitely realizing something has to change for your life to go the way that you want it to. But you're making a really big decision this week for your future. And the Sun card. Beautiful. Yeah, the universe has got your back here. You know, there's positive pleasures, happiness, new ventures, fun, joy, celebrations, success. And this is your rebirth. Your, you know, all is well in your life. This is you starting over with a whole new way of approaching people, places, and things in your life. And it's going to change Not only your life, but everybody else's life around it, because they come quite comfortable with you being a certain way, and you're no longer doing that. You've changed, physically as well as mentally. And it, in turn, changes your life. So you're on a new adventure for yourself. And the Page of Cups. Woo! Now this could be a new partner coming in. You know, cup of love. And it's going to be quite surprising to you. It's somebody younger, unexpected, and it's good news. This is a creative opportunities, message, happiness, surprises, dreams come true, new love in some cases. Maybe this is you offering your hand to somebody else, or they offering it to you, but it is going to be surprising and delightful all at the same time. And you are more than open for this. You've been open for this for a while. You just never really taken action on it. Well, now they're coming in to admit to you, or you admit to them, how you truly feel. And see what happens. Instead of always daydreaming about it, you're taking action on things now. And the Six of Swords. So moving away. Moving on to calmer shores. Making yourself happy for a change. You've made a transformation. You've made a change. And you're leaving behind what no longer serves you. There's no more resistance here. You're letting go of bad baggage. You're moving on to calmer shores. To where you feel wanted, loved, and appreciated. So somebody is physically moving to another place. Where you don't feel like you're always going against the current. You're more accepted. If this is for a job, it's going to be a better one that pays you, for what you're truly worth. And you're going to be happy. It's going to be such a more balanced way of life for you. And you're going to open up to accepting the new life that you've earned for so long. And the Eight of Pentacles, yeah, definitely hard at work, determined, moving forward. This could be a new enterprise, new opportunity. You're moving into a higher standard of life for yourself. If you're going back to school, you already have tons of skills. Maybe you're being asked to share them with others. All that you already have. Maybe you're stepping into a position of authority in a new job. But whatever it is, you bring all your best steps forward. And you have done and learned all on your own. So you've got lots of wisdom here. And you're willing to learn more. So that you can move into where you feel more secure in the future. And you are all over this. So your finances are starting to grow. You're moving on to a better place for yourself where you feel more accepted. There's new love coming in for many of you. A new relationship that is going to bring so much balance for you. Mentally as well as physically. It's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizon. Let yourself creativity take flight. Perfect. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you again next week. Bye for now.